Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 20 Ultimate Team game. We have ourselves the new 90 overall Team of the Week Lamar Jackson as our quarterback today. Based on his dominant performance against the Miami Dolphins, Lamar Jackson has earned himself a beastly upgrade, including 90 speed, making him the fastest quarterback in Madden Ultimate Team, even faster than the limited edition Michael Vick. My opponent has the power of Michael Vick, which is decent, but you know, we got Lamar Jackson. I feel pretty good about our chances. And along with this Lamar Jackson, we actually have an X-Factor ability equipped to Lamar Jackson. We did do Lamar gameplay about a week or two ago with reg teams, but Lamar didn't have an X-Factor on his card. He only had 2 superstar abilities. Now in Ultimate Team, we can add an X-Factor. So, along with the superstar abilities of Fast Break, Escape Artist, and Homer, which is not working for some reason even though we are at home, we have the X-Factor ability of Blitz Radar on Lamar Jackson today. And that's going to be very tough to activate, because we need to get 5 scrambles of over 10 yards with Lamar to get him in the zone. It can't even be design quarterback runs. It has to be scrambles on passing plays. So we'll see if we can get that one going as 2nd down and 17. That pass is broken up by Jalen Ramsey. Now it's 3rd down and long. He's thinking we're blitzing again, but we bluff him. He's only got 3 on a route, and even though he's got most of his team blocking, he still can't contain Lawrence Taylor. It's 4th down and 31, and now we're just sending everyone. He gets the quick pass off. It's a nice gain, but obviously not even close to getting the 1st down, so we will be getting the ball. And as you guys see, the requirement for Blitz Radar, very tough, especially in Ultimate Team where there's only 4-minute quarters. The only player with Blitz Radar in regs is Russell Wilson, and we did activate Blitz Radar when we played with him, so it is possible, but it won't be easy, especially with this kind of pass rush. But Lamar Jackson somehow makes the throw across the body on the run, pinpoint accuracy. Next play, there goes Lamar Jackson, add 1 to the X-Factor counter, and we very conservatively go out of bounds. I don't want to fumble, because if I fumble, the counter resets, so we have to be very careful about that, as Bobby Wagner trying but not even close to bringing down Lamar Jackson, who makes it look easy, swerving his way into the end zone. 2 out of 5 on the opening drive. That's very promising. I feel like in this game, we can get this done. We can get this Blitz Radar activated. The problem is that, you know, since we're at home, the counter should be at 4 instead of 5, which would make our life easier. Instead, here we are, you know, trying to grind the whole thing, but that's not a big deal for us, because it looks like we're doing a pretty good job of scrambling with Lamar. He looks pretty dominant as my opponent. Looking pretty decent here, though. That's mainly because I wasn't playing here. I think I was just picking plays, and I was like on my phone or something, just letting him do it. I'm just standing there with Patrick Peterson, so you know, he's having a jolly good time out here, which is fine, because I need this guy to not quit. In Madden Ultimate Team, people quit very quickly, so we need to make sure this guy feels good about himself. Maybe scores a touchdown here, but against me not playing, he couldn't get much done. Against me playing, he nearly got picked off by Ken Houston. 4th down and 15, just going to go, you know, cover 2. Make sure we don't give up anything over the top. Instead, underneath, there's Torrey Holt for the 1st down, which, you know, is cool. We keep him in the game. He's going to run hurry up right here. He's feeling himself out here. 6 for 8 passing with Michael Vick. He's got Christian McCaffrey, and he's got a center as one of his superstar players, which is interesting. I'm wondering if he might have identified on that man, as he continues to just throw drag routes. I'm not audibling here because I'm kind of cool if he scores. He will score with Christian McCaffrey. Now we can bring Lamar Jackson back on the field and keep on pounding at that X-Factor counter. We got 2 on the opening drive. If we could get 2 more here, that would be great. That would set us up to definitely get it activated sometime in the 2nd half, because we do get ball to start the 2nd half. Only a 2-man rush. I'm not sure what he's doing, because that's not going to get home. That's just going to give me time to eventually find a scrambling lane with Lamar Jackson and get the counter to 3 out of 5. And Lamar Jackson just so effortlessly can take off out the pocket. Here goes Lamar. That is going to count for the X-Factor counter. Thank you very much. That was close. I believe we got a gain of like 10.5. That's all we need. He's got a quarterback spy, only 2 rushing, so we're just gonna wait. Oh, Clowney misses. Lamar Jackson trying to do the incredible, trying to do the unthinkable, but instead we very conservatively throw the ball away. We're working very hard on this X-Factor counter, and the last thing I want to do is blow it all up by fumbling the ball. So I'm going to throw the ball away in situations like that. 3rd down and 10, just waiting, making that man miss. Now we got to swerve the quarterback spy. Very easy to do with 90 speed, Lamar Jackson, and Escape Artist as a superstar ability. And just like that, Lamar Jackson has his X-Factor activated in the 1st half. It was not supposed to be this easy, but this man, he tried to put out the quarterback spy. Kudos to him, just didn't quite work. He's sending a 4-man rush, but no one's really going up the middle to stop Lamar Jackson, so I'll take another gain. Unfortunately for us, he's not blitzing, so even though we do have blitz radar activated, it's doing nothing right now because he just keeps on coming out in coverage defense, and he keeps on getting absolutely torched by Lamar Jackson, who nearly has 100 yards rushing and could probably get some more on this play. He has 2 quarterback spies along with 3 rushing, so we're just going to throw the ball away, and that's fine because Lamar Jackson, to knock him out the zone, has to get sacked twice or fumble the ball or throw an interception. But as long as we throw the ball away, it doesn't do anything negatively to the X Factor counter. So we just live to play another down. Lamar Jackson with space, needing the block, and he's got it. And Lamar Jackson in from 13 yards out. And Lamar Jackson is single-handedly dominating this game with his legs. Funny enough, since Lamar Jackson is the holder, blitz radar activated on the PAT, as you guys saw. Everyone was coming on the field goal block, obviously, so that wasn't a glitch. That's just blitz radar working very, very well. As second down and 20, he's going to throw the screen pass to Christian McCaffrey. Going to work well, but he's going to pay the price in the middle of the field. We'll try to get a stop here, third down and 14, try to get the ball back before the end of the first half as he goes to McCaffrey. He definitely likes Christian McCaffrey out the backfield, and it's going to be a good game. Make it a fourth down and manageable. He's going to keep the offense on the field, running no huddle, quick pass, and Earl Thomas dislodges the ball from Tyreek Hill and maybe dislodged like a kidney stone out of Tyreek Hill because that was a major hit. It looks like my opponent's blitzing, and yes, he is. Blitz radar lighting up. It doesn't really do much for us, though, because the 2 middle linebackers that blitzed and got picked up, so I figured it might show up on one of the edge guys. I guess it just tells you who the, not normal guys who are blitzing, who are like the, I guess the Mike linebacker, I guess we'll call it. First down and 10 at the 9-yard line with 14 seconds left. Lamar Jackson outside, swerving Khalil Mack, and Lamar Jackson is in again. And we will not be able to see Lamar Jackson get knocked out of the zone in this game because my opponent's going to quit. I tried to see how many rushing yards we had. It looked like 142 because that's how many team rushing yards we had. I only assumed that we did all of that with Lamar Jackson. So 142 rushing yards in the first half with Lamar Jackson while just scrambling on every single play. So Lamar Jackson is very dominant in this game. Obviously not as dominant as we're making him out to be. If you play against someone good, they'll probably have a better method of stopping a rushing quarterback like Lamar than the last guy we played against. Maybe this guy might have the answers. We'll have to wait until the defenses are off the field because we start up on defense once again. I'm just trying to knock the lights out of Bo Jackson, trying to force a fumble, trying to get the ball back so Lamar Jackson can do his thing. It's an AFC North rivalry, Browns versus Ravens today, as Mahomes trying to throw that crossbody pass, but it's swatted. J.J. Watt really gets a lot of swats at that line of scrimmage. Third down and 6. Lawrence Taylor gets a lot of sacks. He splits it halfway with one of his teammates, but we all know that was all LT, as this punt will go to Quentin Portis. I tried to fair catch it. They didn't give it to me, so we'll try to make a spectacular return happen nonetheless. Quentin Portis going the wrong way. I'm trying to make top 10 plays out here. Instead, we're going to take that hit from Patrick Willis. Thankfully, we didn't fumble the ball. I would have been very mad if I fumbled and didn't give Lamar Jackson a chance to step on the field, because here is Lamar on the first play, immediately adding to the X Factor counter. What a spin move on Patrick Willis to make sure not only did we avoid Willis, but we got a gain of over 10 yards. Once again, we need 5 rushes of over 10 yards to get Lamar Jackson in the zone. A sack doesn't reset the counter. The only thing that resets it, I believe, is a fumble. I'm not sure if an interception does. Second down and 14. You see we have X open, but I'm just trying to do the unimaginable with Lamar Jackson, and we just might. 2 rushers miss, but unfortunately 2 more coming our way, so we got to throw that ball away. I call a timeout to try to preserve Lamar Jackson's stamina. Third down and 14. Lamar Jackson taking off. Can he get the first down? Yes! That'll add 1 more to the X Factor counter and give us a new set of downs to play around with. He's rushing 4 once again, but this is too easy. This is way too easy to run the ball on Lamar Jackson. It's like a delayed quarterback draw what we're doing out here. Now he drops the guy out in the quarterback spy. The 3-man rush is not even getting close to coming home, and we'll just swerve that quarterback spy. Patrick Willis, very fast player, very athletic middle linebacker, but with escape artists along with the speed of Lamar Jackson, it's just way too easy to swerve quarterback spies. So you see Lamar Jackson just looking like an absolute monster. Here, wait, are we going to throw the ball away? No, we'll take the sack. That was our first truly dangerous play we made with Lamar Jackson. You guys see I'm playing pretty smart with Lamar, which is something I usually don't do when we have these scrambling quarterbacks. Oh, I try to reach out to get the touchdown, at least the gain of 10. We got a niter. Instead, it's third down and 7, and since Lamar Jackson's really tired, we'll give the ball to Quentin Portis for a play, but Portis goes way backward. Though I did that on purpose so we could go behind the 10-yard line. So if we do get a nice game with Lamar Jackson on this play, which we will, swerving Earl Thomas and getting the touchdown, that'll add to the Lamar Jackson X Factor counter. Actually, we got Lamar Jackson in the zone. It took us one drive. On our first drive of offense, we have gotten Lamar Jackson's blitz radar activated. That is pretty impressive, if I must say so myself. As you see, my opponent took too long here, but I'm going to be a nice guy and decline the delay of game, because just like the last game, when we went up 7-0 early, I don't want this guy quitting, especially with the fact that we actually have the X Factor activated. I'd like to play at least a drive or two with, blitz radar going. Oh my, Lawrence Taylor just doesn't care about who has what X Factor going. He's shredding this guy apart. 3rd down and 19 as we had 2-2-minute warning. Mahomes taking his dear sweet time to call this play as well. He's just gonna fire a hospital pass, but Odell's gonna make the catch on the next play. We're gonna go with the all-out blitz, and I didn't mean to leave this man that open, but that's fine. There goes Torrey Holt. Get your touchdown. Tie the game. Let's bring Lamar Jackson on the field, and let's see if this guy tries to blitz us. Let's see if he tries to run any exotic blitzes. Once again, just like the last opponent, this guy's very favorable on coverage defense, which has not worked for either of these guys well, so it'd be nice if one of them switched up their scheme so we get hey, might see a cornerback blitz here. Anyone, make sure that right guy's picked up, and it's a bluff. Of course, it's a bluff. It's a contain, and we'll just throw that ball away with Lamar Jackson so we don't hurt the X Factor counter. 2nd down and 10, just going to go little bubble screen since he's putting everybody in the box, and Odell is going to get a decent gain. Not a first down, though. That was the first pass completion with Lamar. Really the first one we attempted because the other two were throwaways. That'll be a nice pass by Lamar Jackson. I'd hope any 90 overall quarterback, even if Lamar's throwing stats, can make that pass as we go down the seams to Odell Beckham Jr. and OBJ. He's going to get tripped up at the 1-yard line as we call hurry up, and my opponent calls the timeout there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the kicker in at quarterback just to run a quarterback sneak, and we fumbled the ball. The reason why I brought the kicker in was because I didn't want to get tackled for a loss with Lamar Jackson doing a quarterback sneak and then knock him out the zone, because that would have been silly. I thought the quarterback sneak was a pretty guaranteed touchdown there. I was wrong, because I guess the kicker will fumble the ball in that situation. The more you know, I suppose. I don't know if I got unlucky or that's just something they tried to design in the game, as Lawrence Taylor is eating this dude up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and have yourself some dessert as well. In a tie game with 27 seconds left, my opponent will be punting the ball from his own 12-yard line, which means Lamar Jackson back on the field with the X Factor going, and look at it lighting up. There it is, working to perfection, and Lamar Jackson just going to scramble away from the blitz and get himself an easy first down. We have one timeout in our back pocket. We'll keep that in mind as he comes with the 4-man rush, and there goes Lamar Jackson. That time I scrambled out of necessity. It looked like the pocket was collapsing there, so that's kind of took off. He had someone rushing that outside. 2nd down and 1. There comes the blitzer, and there goes Lamar throwing the ball away. That was a conservative play right there. We were out of timeout, so I wasn't really going to take any chances of chucking it to the end zone and potentially knocking Lamar out of the zone. So we take our field goal. We get the lead before the end of the first half, just to make sure, we don't completely sell this game out and lose, right? Because we do get ball coming out of half, so it'd be nice to have a 3-point lead and work on that to start the second half. Of course, we did fumble the ball at the 1-yard line, or else we would have a 2-possession lead. Nonetheless, here we go, starting the third, looking downfield for Odell. Doesn't quite look like that's going to work. Instead, what is going to work is Lamar Jackson once again scrambling, 1st down and more. Oh, Clinton Portis. At least he recovered the fumble, because he kind of sold on us right there by getting in the way of Lamar instead of blocking, and that will knock Lamar Jackson out of the zone. Like I said, all it takes is one fumble, even if we do recover it. Lamar's out of the zone, so I took my chance. I think we got our time out of blitz radar, as I completely missed why, as you could tell. The Lamar Jackson scramble and do something crazy ideas are just all flowing in my mind, and making good reads, not so much. 4th down and 6, looking for the out route, and I didn't feel comfortable about that one, so we're going to hold the ball with Lamar. His pass rush is not getting home. 3 men doing absolutely nothing, and Lamar Jackson finding Tyreek Hill. It looked like he tried to go to Clinton Portis, who also was more open to Tyreek Hill. Thankfully, that worked out for us. Here's Lamar Jackson, a little QB power. Now that we don't have to worry about blitz radar, let's really try to have some fun with Lamar Jackson, who's now at 149 rushing yards, looking for some more. Again, Lamar gonna throw that ball away. We have played, very balanced with Lamar Jackson. Normally when I do these quarterback videos, I fumble the ball every single time. Here we play very smart, and you guys can see just how deadly Lamar Jackson can be when you don't fumble the ball 3 times a game. So That'll do it for this game as well. This guy's had enough of the Lamar Jackson offense, and he's going to quit. So even though we never made it to the fourth quarter, we still got to show off blitz right out with Lamar Jackson, not once, but twice. So leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed that. Subscribe for more Madden 20 gameplays. Tomorrow, you guys want to see some Dak Prescott X Factor? Yeah. He has a card, and he could get an X Factor. So if you guys want to see Dak Prescott tomorrow, leave a like on the video, and I got you guys. And on that note, I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, as always.